warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. First of all, thank you for this opportunity given to our group. Now, here I will explain our proposal and detail. Aroma soap as innovative organic soap made from used cooking oil with aromatherapy microcapsulation technology and double raffinate oil recovery. Okay, the first slide will be read by me. So, what is organic soap made from used cooking oil? We need to know first that the increase is used cooking oil or VCO increases environmental pollution, and using VCO is unsafe because it contains hazardous compounds. Therefore, innovation is needed to purify and process VCO into quality organic soap. Organic soap. Okay. Now the second one. Slide 2. Formulation of the problem. Nah, there are three formulations of the problem. The first, how to purify with using used cooking oil using the double purification method. The second is how to make organic soap with long-lasting scan on or microcapsulation. The third, does the soap production meet quality standard and it is suitable for marketing. How to do? Okay, the next slide will be read by our group members.
My name is Alfat. I will discuss the slide. This slide contains the theoretical basis. The production of organic soap is an effort to recycle used cooking oil into high quality soap through the saponification process, supported by the DPRO purification innovating using biomass, waste activated carbon and enriched with microcapsulation technology to create aroma soup with long-lasting fragrance and SNE certification. In this section, I will explain the theoretical foundation behind organic soap innovation. This is important so we can understand why used cooking oil still has value and how the technology we apply actually works. Used cooking oil is often seen as useless waste. In reality, it can be processed into valuable product such as biodiesel, candles, briquettes, and even lubricants. This means chemically the oil still has significant potential when treated properly. To be turned into soap, used cooking oil undergoes a process called saponification, which is a reaction between oil and alkali that produce soap and glycerol. This reaction is the foundation of all soap making process, including your organic soup. In our innovation, the used cooking oil is not used immediately. Instead, it goes through the DPRO process, or double purification oil recovery, through two stages of purification and the use of biomass based activity carbon oil that was initially dark and dirty becomes clear and safer and suitable for soap production. In addition to purification, our soap is enhanced with microcapsulation technology. This technique helps trap and stabilize the fragrance, making it last longer. As a result, the soap is not only environmentally friendly but also pleasant to us to use. Pleasant to use. So, used cooking oil is often considered wasted even though it can still be utilized. For example, for biodiesel, candles, briquettes, and lubricants. This show that used cooking oil has economic value if processed correctly. In this presentation, we will discuss on its increasingly popular use, namely converting used cooking oil into soap. Now, I will hand it over to my teammate to continue with the next slide. Thank you.
Okay, I will explain the sustainable solution of turning used oil into soap. This image shows the process of utilizing used cooking oil and processing it into soap as a sustainable solution. On the left, you can see used cooking oil collected as the raw material. This used oil generally contains residue odors on oxidized compounds that have the potential to pollute the environment if disposed of directly. In the center, you can see the soap making process using silicone molds. The raw oil is processed through a saponification process with the addition of a base solution, resulting in a semi-solid soap mixture. At the stage, the soap is shaped and left to harden. Meanwhile, on the right, you can see solid soap that has been processed and cut into blocks. This soap has a cleaner, more uniform appearance and that's added value. This final product demonstrates the used oil can be processed into functional and economically valuable product while reducing waste and environmental impact. This image serves to provide a general overview. The converting waste oil into soap is a simple practice. For further explanation, the method we use will be explained by my friend Nadia.
Okay, in this slide, I will explain the two methods used of aroma soap innovation, which is first, double purification oil recovery. In general, used cooking oil soap is only filtered normally, leaving behind contaminants and high levels of free fatty acids, which cause the soap to be unstable and smelly. We overcome this by using activated carbon adsorbent from local biomass. This process effectively removes free fatty acids and contaminants. This is directly related to our first objective, which is to develop and implement this purification method to effectively purify used cooking oil. Second, we apply aromatherapy microencapsulation technology. A common problem with other used cooking oil soaps is that the scent disappears quickly. We use cooling agents such as maltodextrin to lock the scent of essential oils into the soup. This technique ensures that the scent lasts longer and provides a consistent aromatherapy effect for users. This directly fulfills our second objective, which is to create an innovative solid soap formula with this technology to improve product quality, stability, and appeal. By combining these two innovative techniques, superior purification and aroma encapsulation, we can comprehensively achieve our third objective. Products produced through this controlled process will meet national safety standards and be ready for commercializations. Next slide, my colleague will explain the specific steps.
In this slide, I will explain the production process of aroma soap. We will look the production process of aroma soap shown in a flowchart that covers everything from oil purification to the final soap curing stage. Based on flowchart that begins and ends with oval shapes, the process is divided into two main stages. Stage 1, double purification oil recovery, DPOR, start with several steps represented by rectangles, such as preparing, filtering, and contaminant absorption using 40 grams of coconut shell charcoal for 24 hours. The process then moves to a diamond shape, decision point for refiltering the oil before mixing it with 100 of clean oil. Next, stage 2, saponification and aroma microencapsulation, also consists of rectangular process step ranging from preparing the NaOH solution to stirring the batter until trace is reached. The key innovation, aroma microencapsulation, is also shown as a rectangle where 15 of perfume is emulsified with 10 grams of maltodextrin to stabilize the shape. The finishing steps, pouring the batter into molds, resting, removing the soap, and curing for 3 until 4 weeks, are all operational process represented by rectangle leading to the final product at the oval termination point. Next, piping and instrumentation diagram. At the top of the PNID, symbols indicate several raw material sources used in the aroma soap production process. The first symbol, example WP, represents processed water, which is especially used to dissolve natrium hydroxide and maltodextrin before mixing with fragrance. Below it are several boxes representing the other raw materials. Clean oil barco, which is fresh oil used to stabilize the quality of oil afterwards oil purification. Coconut shell charcoal, which serves as an absorption medium in the contaminant absorption unit to help clarify the oil. And last, fragrance or essential oil, which will be emulsified with maltodextrin during encapsulation before being added to the soap mixture. The process begins with the waste oil storage tank, where waste oil is initially collected from here. The oil flows through the pipes to the first filtration stage. The tank minimizes air contact, prevents contamination, and maintains the oil condition without requiring agitation at this early stage. During first filtration, oil is pumped for the storage tank through a gear pump suitable for high viscosity plates to a cartridge or mesh filter that removes coarse particles such as food residues and large solids. This prepares the oil for further purification. Next, the filtered oil enters the contaminant absorption unit, containing coconut shell charcoal to reduce odor and color. A gear pump continues to move the viscous oil, while the closed tank with peak roof. Same prevents external contamination and ensures process stability. After absorption, the oil passes through a second filtration stage to remove fine charcoal particles. The gear pump maintains a stable flow, and a mesh filter effectively eliminates residual fine solids. The clarified oil is then transferred to the mixing tank using a centrifugal pump, and here it is blended with fresh oil barcode to obtain a total of 40 and 100 and 5 milliliters of clarified oil. A propeller agitator provides vertical circulation, ensuring thorough and rapid mixing. In stage 2, natrium hydroxide solution is prepared by dissolving natrium hydroxide in water in a dissolved tank and cooled to approximately 25 degrees Celsius before being transferred to the reactor. An autoclave with helical agitator is used because the natrium hydroxide dissolution is exothermic. The jacket vessel controls the temperature, while the helical agitator ensures complete dissolution of concentrated natrium hydroxide. The cooled natrium hydroxide solution is then pumped into the reactor, where waste oil is gradually added to while stirring until trace is achieved. The centrifugal pump efficiently transfers the well-mixed liquid, and the reaction vessel with propeller ensures safe reaction and true mixing. Meanwhile, maltodextrin is dissolved in a separate vessel and mixed with fragrance or essential oil to form a stable emulsion. An autoclave with propeller ensures homogeneous dissolution and uniform distribution. An autoclave with propeller ensures homogeneous. This emulsion is then slowly added to the reactor to mix uniformly without creating excess foam. Using a pump and reaction vessel with propeller for controlled addition to full incorporation. Once the soap mixture is homogeneous, it is pumped into molding units and allowed to harden for approximately 1 day. The centrifugal pump transfers the hot, relative fluid soap efficient, while flat or block molds facilitate filling, speed up hardening, and produce consistent shape and size. After hardening, the soap is moved via conveyor to curing racks for final maturation over 3 until 4 weeks. The conveyor moves the solidified soap without damaging its shape, while the dryer or curing rack dries the soap completely and stabilizes the fragrance. Finally, the finished aroma soap exits through the product outlet, and residuals from filtration, such as charcoal and food particles, are directed to the waste lane. Thank you for attention. I think it's enough about production process aroma soap. Thank you for watching.